Yes, people, we are here live on Never a Foul. Can you believe it? We're live. We're here to talk. You know? Who that sound like?
Am I here? Are we all here?
Are you here, guys? Yes, guys, we're here. Let's talk.
You actually sound like Jurgen Z German.
It's like Indian mixed with German, yeah, or something like that. Like, yeah.
I don't take. That's not a nice thing to say about Mo's accent. Come on.
Oh, is that what you doing?
Yeah. You remember yesterday, innit? Oh my God, guys, you're here. Let's talk.
You're actually here. You're here live with the people now.
Yeah, that was a better actually impression, to be fair. That was better.
Oh man,
you sounded German.
You know what? It's probably me trying to take Club's job.
You can really dance.
At least that guy wasn't.
I big up everyone in the building as well. What's it? Oh man, there's quite a few of you here already. Big up Sid in the building. Big up Ija Banton as well. Says love this channel, man. Love to hear it as well. Appreciate it. Daniel says big up everyone. Bailey 19. LFC bounce. We won our last 2 Prem games. Yeah, that's very true. Sophia's Football Talk, one of our members.
Tell us about the Champions League, bro.
Big up Football Band's channel. Big up Maradon. Big up Mustafa. DJN1 says good morning. Manrick says big up Never a Foul. Leicester to get a cheeky 1-0 over Arsenal. Wayne Maha is one of our other members, says big up the community and the panel every time. DJN1 says great news today. The Glazers want to stay. No, they don't. And Away says Cass, who would you rather have to win the league, Arsenal or City? Same question to Ty. Big up Neil Gunner as well. Love to see it. Who would you rather win the league than Ty?
We've had. I thought, yeah, we need to disagree on this one. I think I'll rather City win the league.
Nah.
Yeah, no. See, yeah, there you go. So they got 2 different answers.
Yeah, I can't have City win the league. I
know the only bad thing from City is the free-peat, but the other side of it is that I'm used to winning the last 5, so it makes no difference. But Arsenal winning it, and I've been from down south as well, and all these men haven't won it for so long. They're already on it. Look at them already, man.
Yeah, no, I think for me personally, my loyalty changed quite a bit, where Arsenal became more irrelevant and Man City became way more relevant. That's it for me. I don't want to do no free-peat. I don't want to do anything. But I hear it. The thing is, though, if City were to win it, like, and Arsenal were to crumble, I mean,
it'd be brilliant.
Next season,
I just don't trust City making me. I don't trust City doing it. So we'll have to hope. I got hope.
Yeah. There's a lot of blips along the way. You know what I mean? So but yeah, man. Daps. It's been a few days or so, or next countries and that. Looking down right now. Looking down all the way down south, maybe in Bournemouth.
Looking down at my phone. Yeah, it is what it is. It's a weird season for us, isn't it? Bro. You know what? The Leipzig. Do you know what City are this season? We're a team of 2 halves. Like there's, for example, against you lot, yeah, we were all right in the first half. We were good in the second half, obviously the last 15 minutes. But Tottenham, first half we were 2-0 down. Second half we were 4-2 up. Most games we're game of 2 halves but it usually seems to be the second half we're better. But against Leipzig the other day, it was so weird because like the first half, yeah, was one of the best away ends I've been in. The performance on the pitch was spot on.
Yeah.
And then the second half was just like, and the mad thing is, yeah, everyone at the ground knew it. Everyone at the ground knew we were going to concede. Everyone were like, we're going to concede here. We're going to concede here. No changes. We're watching them make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 subs, right? We're watching Gundogan running about tired, Bernardo running about tired, and them just putting on more and more fresh legs running at us, and Pep just there like making no changes.
Did that annoy you, that? Because this is something he's done for a while now, isn't it?
Pep outs at the moment. They're not real City fans. They're just Twitter accounts. But
he does seem to keep it. He does seem to make not changes like when the games are really tight.
It's frustrating. There's none of our real fans want Pep out, right? Let me be very clear. But we can still have frustrations with him, and like the whole subs thing is like, even if you're just bringing someone on for fresh legs, if that's all it is, when you're playing against a team like Leipzig that want to run at you, you need fresh legs on the pitch, right? And And yeah, you know what? The thing is, and this is what everyone needs to realise and get over as well. I think both of you two know this, but this whole myth that we have, two teams. Right.
I said it with you as it goes. That's I said
Did you see
your
our
squad's
bench
very
the other
small.
day?
Yeah.
Did you see our bench the other day against Leipzig?
No, I didn't see the bench personally.
Well, basically, we have Foden or Alvarez pretty much, right? That was it.
Yeah.
That could change a game. Of course, we had like Gomez. We had
Calvin Phillips even on the bench.
Calvin Phillips on the bench. Perone. But we had a load of youngsters on the bench. But the other worry is for us as well is when you've got players like Alvarez on the bench, right? I'm sure Alvarez is cool with being on the bench. He's fine with being on the bench, right? If he knows that, you know what, in the 60th minute, I'll get pulled up and sent on, or if things aren't going right. But you can imagine for a World Cup winner to be sat there on the bench and watch his team, like, struggling. Look, it was a 1-1 draw. And I actually went into the game saying I'd be happy with a draw.
Yeah, so did Sam. Yeah.
But here's the thing. And at the end, as one or two people were leaving and they were like going, like, we were just hanging around for a bit, and they're like, you know what, I'll take a draw, take him back to our place. A draw's not that bad. I go, it's not the draw I'm bothered about, it's the performance. Because the fact is, we are trying to, like, we don't want to qualify. That's not our aim, is not just to qualify. Our aim is to win the league. Our aim is to win the Champions League. And apart from the Arsenal and Villa game, in the last 2 months, have I seen a team that I think could win the Premier League or win the Champions League? So I'm looking at it thinking, yeah, great, we got a draw, which I expected a draw. But that performance is not beating Real Madrid home and away, right? That performance is not beating Napoli. Like, no way. So that's the frustration. And it's just what changes Pep needs to. Look, the truth of the matter is our delivery into the box is very non-existent. Like, and if you actually look at our team, who can put a good ball into the box in our team? De Bruyne?
Yeah. Mahrez can sometimes.
I mean, not really. Mahrez likes to shoot, bro.
He does like to come in and shoot more. Yeah. Do you know what, Daps? I'm going to be real with you, yeah? What you just said there, I'm actually so happy to hear it. I find it so refreshing. And that's me speaking to you man to man, because I actually agree with everything you said. And I think that is a bang on honest assessment what you just give there. And when you just said, it's not the draw I'm not happy with, it's the performance, I was like, oh my God, thank you. Because that is the truth. I agree with you.
I can go back to Brighton.
The performance on 45 minutes for me, was good. But even that quickly, it was he didn't score from the 45 minutes, which is a frustration. And I also feel like you might get this as well. When you're actually playing, you're getting a lot of fans out there, you're becoming boring. But you're passing the ball around, but a lot of it's a lot of it's sideways and stuff like that.
Like, you know what?
Did you know Halland's first touch in the box was the 67th minute, by the way?
Bro, you know what? Yeah, it's so predictable, and it's funny because I was watching this clip of this little reel of Mason Mount and João Felix, right? And it was how João Felix like picked up the ball, played the ball to Mason Mount, and then the run he put on, right, was perfect. And instead of Mount seeing him, Mount passed the ball backwards instead of feeding Felix through, right? And I thought, yeah, I see that. Now, the other day, that happened once or twice with us, where I saw good runs from Haaland. I saw midfielders pick the ball up in the right place and just think one pass and Haaland will be through.
Gundogan should have done it, innit?
Instead, sideways.
Oh, hi, Ty. I can finally hear you. Sorry,
my mic went on.
Well, I could hear you.
Yeah. No, it was coming through the laptop. Yeah, guys, if you are here, by the way, that was just a little epilogue of Man City's troubles midweek.
Yeah, and truth spoken from Daps there.
I don't think we haven't heard Daps speak on that yet, so it's kind of relevant because we will be diving into the Bournemouth game because you said something to me, Daps, which I think is quite interesting. But we're not going to do that yet.
Can I just say one thing though? City.
No, you can't.
If City signed, Hernandez.
Oh, Theo Hernandez.
Yes, 1.
Yeah.
Bellingham, 2. And Matimo. Thank you. Those 3 players, right? Problem solved. Honestly.
Yeah, you got a direct winger, you got a left back that can actually overlap and is quite pacey, and then you got a guy who, well, is Bellingham in it. So, but yeah, man,
them three. But we need in the summer. We need a big overhaul, or next season's going to be even more difficult. So look, we have to put some perspective on this, right? City are not in crisis. We're second, still in the Champions League. We will beat Leipzig at home, right?
Yeah, you will.
And we're still in the FA Cup. Last season, there's a team that was going for the quad that literally is out.
Oh, what?
We're in crisis. We just out.
Okay,
Out.
not out, but out. But
Out.
But yeah, guys, make sure there's over 115 of you in here. Please, if you haven't, I'm telling you now, yeah, there's at least 100 of you that haven't liked the video yet. Big up everyone that has liked it, but it will literally take a couple seconds even. So big up there. Just a couple comments as well. Now I can see big up Callum in the building. He is saying along the lines, need to play Grealish in the midfield and Foden on a wing.
Yeah, agreed.
Gabby goes to Zinchenko could put in a good cross. Oh, wait. And then Olu coming here with the super chat. Give me 2 seconds. I'll bring it up.
Come on, man.
He is saying, so...
Zinchenko could put... Who said that?
Some guy called Gabby Goals. I think he says transfer ban for City in the summer would be nice.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Olu says here, so I'm right in saying City have been predictable. Wink with a laughing face. Big up with the super chat, Olu. And then, yeah, man, so apparently...
Yo, you didn't, Olu, we have been predictable, but you didn't fucking predict a 3-1 win at the Emirates, did you, mate?
Yeah, and then Ravi saying, summer City ain't ramping, they will buy who they need. Bailey saying, you can have Job, not Jude. And then, obviously, Tyrone with no good math saying, 50 lakhs to 1,000. I wish. Guys, if you haven't, just make sure you subscribe and like the video. It literally takes 2 seconds. Let's dive into the Premier League before we do go back onto City and stuff. I know that's leaving soon. But I want to talk about Arsenal versus Leicester, which is probably the first main game of... The first main game you could say that starts. There's Arsenal versus Leicester. It's in Leicester.
At Leicester, 3
and obviously after that you got Man City, Bournemouth, and after that you even got Liverpool versus Palace. All away games, by the way, for all top 6 teams. Arsenal versus Leicester time, man. Like,
yeah, this is a good game. You know, I like it because we obviously saw Leicester play at us last week, and they were good for 20-30 minutes. As soon as we scored, obviously they couldn't really get back into the game. But what I saw of Leicester last week for 30 minutes was good. What we saw against Villa, they scored 4. What we saw against Tottenham, they scored 4. So they're playing a Leicester that are coming into good form at the moment. And we always know that Leicester and Arsenal always have good games, to be fair. There will be goals in it. No one's keeping a clean sheet. I think there'll be goals in it. And I'm just hoping Leicester can score the first goal. Because like we said about Everton, obviously, with Sean Dyche, it was like Everton need to go out and sort of impose themselves. And they did that. And they sort of hunted down Arsenal and got the 1-0 win. I feel like Leicester today, they need to go out there and try and get that first goal, use the pace of Barnes, Inacio, get Maddison on the ball. That's the only interesting thing, by the way, if guys are watching, James Maddison might not play today. He's got a knee injury and it's 50-50. If he doesn't play...
Injured again?
If he doesn't play, Arsenal win. If he plays, I think Leicester can win. So this is another test for Arsenal, to be honest. This is another one where City could be looking at it, playing at 5:30, saying, come on, Leicester, even if you get a draw, then obviously we can go on and try and win. But City just focus on themselves anyway. However, obviously it's nice to go into a game knowing Arsenal will drop points. But Leicester, we all know, have got a threat and attack, you know, and they've signed a couple players, and Brendan Rodgers has got like Suter and he's got that Christensen in. They're not big names, but at least they've got players available because they've had players injured for time. Look at Ricardo Pereira. This is mad. When I was at Daps this year, when we first started Never Found, we were talking like top 5 right backs in that. He was in there because like 2.5 years ago, he was sick. He'd been injured ever since. And that is mad. This is 2020 we're talking about. So like, he's only just coming back. So like, Leicester have been going through it the last couple of years, not spending money. But if they could do anything to get like a morale win, a big win like they did against Spurs, it's today against Arsenal. So I'm hoping for a Leicester win, but the first
Leicester are a team that if Leicester get all of their players firing at the same time,
good side, bro.
But it's just they just can't get them all. I mean, what's happened to my guy, the DM?
Ndidi, like he doesn't even start anymore.
And their back line is totally shit. I can't lie, I don't care who's up front. I think you slap Martinelli in there, you slap Nketiah in there, and Saka. I can't lie.
You know Arsenal scoring class, don't you?
The only person I would say, Martinelli would need to do a lot of tracking with Castagna in it. He will do, but then that might benefit them in a way in the break.
What do you think, Castor, on the question? I want to ask you something. Someone, Mustafa says, you know, Tete, who they signed from Lyon, he's looked quite good.
He's really good.
Yeah, him against Zinchenko, who likes to tuck in. Do you think he exposed that pace?
Depends if Arsenal want to dominate the ball or not, innit? Like if they can dominate the game, which they probably will, then I think it'll be a hard game for him just to even break.
Well, no Tierney today.
No Tierney. Well, I don't know. Was he injured again?
Yeah, but no, I think it'll be Zinchenko starting.
If Zinchenko's there, you probably see what they usually do is Xhaka covering quite a lot. I think they'll dominate the midfield regardless if they got Jorginho or Partey on the bench more time.
Is that playing to Leicester's strengths though, Cass? Leicester are counter-attacking side. Barnes, Tete, if they get on the wings and then they get the ball to spring it.
Leicester's defense, that big that massive guy who's bigger than Weghorst,
Maguire 2.0,
and who else is the other guy? The fake David Luiz. I don't think they got no chance against Arsenal's attacking lineup. I'll probably, you know what? You know how they won 4-1 against Tottenham? I'm probably going to say Arsenal probably win 4-1 against them.
Yeah, that's the thing. The problem is they've got a team that could... Leicester have always been good on the counter, right? But you have to be good defensively to play that game. And that's their issue at the moment. They're not good defensively. So if they just invite teams onto them... Look, I'll be honest, it's the same with us as well. We far too much this season. We invite teams onto us too much. And at the moment, defensively, we're not all that. The more if you invite teams like Arsenal onto you, yeah, they're scoring. You can't just.
So would we say we'll be shocked if it's anything other than Arsenal win?
I would say so, because if Arsenal don't win, and then that's them level with Man United on points, 5 points behind.
It's again,
and then obviously I think you man are 2 points off Daps. 2 points off.
Yeah. I think
so then you'd go above them by 1 point, right? Because then it's like cool.
Yeah, they're 2 points again. Yeah, 2 points. Yeah.
So then there'll be squeaky bum time, and there's more questions again. And why I throw Man United in the conversation? When I throw Man United in the conversation now, it's like if you keep winning and winning, the next awkward conversation comes along, and before you know it, you're in some sort of top 3 battle.
Look. Let's be real, right? This weekend, yeah. So you just beat Barcelona. You just beat Barcelona.
Wait, you say Barcelona?
Barcelona. He's been thinking of troops.
No, I said Barcelona.
Yeah, Barcelona.
Arsenal. You just beat Barcelona.
Yeah.
I love that.
If Arsenal lose today, do you know what? Let's just say if Arsenal or either way, yeah, either of City or Arsenal drop points today, United then go and win tomorrow, right? Next weekend, the momentum of you, man, because I always said to you, I said to you 2 years ago, yeah, where you were in the title race in January, very briefly.
Yeah, the Pogba goal, yeah, I remember it.
No. When you were in the title race in January, yeah, and we played you in the Carabao Cup, right?
Yep.
And we knocked you out.
Yep.
And I said, if United could have won that game, yeah, they would have gone on and won the final, right? And then that United squad there, who knows what then would have happened, right? Because the minute any team gets, especially if it's a team that hasn't won a trophy for a while, it's got momentum, and then they get that taste of blood, right? That becomes the problem on everyone else in the league. So, like us and Arsenal this weekend, we got Newcastle 12:30 kickoff next week as well.
Yeah, and we've got Liverpool away.
Big weekend.
I don't
know who Arsenal got.
They don't scare me for shit.
Yeah, Arsenal got Bournemouth at home. Look at that, easy.
Yeah, Gabby goes here says, so what happens if Arsenal win? Will that psychologically affect City as they're playing later? I don't think Bournemouth will be bad.
And look, but I'll tell you now, yeah. Conversations I was having after the game is, the mad thing is, and honestly, these conversations were not happening. I'm not making these up. These were conversations before we'd even left the ground in Leipzig, right? We were having conversations about Bournemouth, 5:30 kickoff on Saturday. No longer is it a foregone conclusion the way we're playing at the moment. It is
floodlights. It's kind of them TV games. Teams step it up, don't they?
A few, and you got to remember, as far as City fans, right? Arsenal away. Then we had who do we have after Arsenal away? Arsenal away. Nottingham Forest away. Leipzig away. Now Bournemouth away. On Tuesday, we've got Bristol away, right? The amount of travelling that City fans have been doing, there's a few that are like some were at the airport flying from Leipzig. So they've been in Forest, they've been at Arsenal, then they've been in Nottingham, then they've been to Leipzig. They're flying from Leipzig to Gatwick, then driving down to Bournemouth, staying in Bournemouth, then driving over to Bristol. They've been home for about 10 days, bro. Like, and there were some that were going, I'm skipping Bournemouth because I'm absolutely knackered. I just need to go home and have some sleep.
Yeah, that's mad.
So the players, same way with the players are just travelling everywhere. Like I've just listed Arsenal away, Nottingham Forest away, Leipzig away, Bournemouth away, Bristol away.
So you've gone from Manchester to London to Nottingham, all the way to Leipzig, to go all the way back down to south of England, just to go all the way back up to Manchester.
No, then to go Bristol,
and then Manchester. But don't forget, then early kickoff against Newcastle to round it off.
Okay, no.
But this is what happens when you're in, and this is one thing I said on holiday, right? You know how Liverpool fans this season are saying, "Oh, you know what it is? It's because we're tired because last season we competed in everything and we went for everything, so we're just so tired this year." Welcome to our world. City have been doing this for 5 years on the bounce, right? 5 years of playing.
That's why I don't think you lot are gonna actually win the league, because I think it's so hard to even get a free-peat in itself. It's just like, and the issues at hand. It's like, bro, it's fucking hard, bro.
And Pep always said about refreshing the team a bit, and because you need that hunger. And at the moment, when we're talking domestically, there's players in this team, yeah, that have won everything domestically multiple times, yeah. How do you get them up for it? Like, how do you really?
And he says about rotating, but I feel like since you've got a couple of good results, he's then not rotating now. You played the same game, the same team against Arsenal that you played on the weekend against Forest, and he didn't even bring on like Mahrez and make them little changes. I get it though. You're 1-0 up to the 84th minute. He thought maybe they'll just see it out, but there's just something with City that they're obviously. I know people in the comments that say, "Oh, look, you blame saying about traveling and not." Put that aside anyway. The fact is, Man City are competing for a lot of trophies right now. And obviously, they've still got the Champions League, which they didn't win 3-0 away leg. And it's like, oh, we can rotate at home. They've still got to go into a serious second leg and play a strong team. They're not playing well, like Daps says. They're on their bench. They haven't even got the massive squad depth that they can then change it. So, for me, if I'm being honest, City, I've always said
before we dip into the City.
Let me finish. Finish.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, City are still second. So on a football fan perspective, right, you said that we're still actually having a good season. But really, for you guys and what your ambitions are, you're just falling short in every little area. And
if you see our home form's the best in the league, by the way. Our home record.
Do you think, though, Daps, just quickly before Cass goes on the thing yet, do you think now, you know, because I feel like every week we're always saying City could potentially go on that run, and then every week we're saying, like, we don't know if it can happen. Do you think now it's actually becoming more hope than a reality? When you face the facts of the season, do you think, you know what, it's February, I'm actually just taking it a game at a time rather than hoping this team can get a run together now?
It became hope a few weeks. The Tottenham game. At the Tottenham game, for me, it became hope.
Became hope. Yeah, that's fair. That's a quick answer. Yeah, sorry.
And anyone, look, I'm not making excuses about the travel or nothing. What I am saying is, Liverpool fans have been saying they're tired because they did it last season, trying to compete in every tournament. It's not an excuse. The whole thing. This is the reason why, like I've always said, Pep's job is not based on winning the Champions League. Pep's job is being competitive in every single competition, every season. And the amount of money we have spent, the amount of money any of the top 8 teams have spent, there's no excuses, right? But that on top of other stuff. Look, there's things going.
Can I just add one thing? By the way, people forget, by the way, and I'll say this for Man United, any top team. People forget that we're just streamers now talking about football. These guys are football players, but they're humans. They also haven't seen their kids and their family for 10 days. So
exactly,
bro.
There's some of them, there's some of them, and that's the thing. There's issues at Sea. I don't know what.
I'll let Cass move on because I know we want to go. There's other games I know as well.
Because we barely spoke on Arsenal. So that's the way I'm looking at it, because we're talking about Arsenal and Leicester before we dipped into City, which we will do next anyways. It's just that I'm thinking.
Well, we kind of have. No, to be fair, we kind of dipped into City. So
yeah, I know. I was just going to talk on Arsenal's actual recent performance in itself, because let's keep it a buck. Arsenal was not that great against Villa. Like, let's be really real. Them man were about to scream on Twitter. They were like, what the F is going on? You know what I mean? They're saying, why the hell is this certain player playing da-da-da-da-da? But let's not go on like Arsenal are being fruitful in their play.
You know, the mad thing is, when you look at it, that they've had a nice week off.
Yeah, they have, but that could be to their obviously their benefit.
Potentially, because momentum's a beautiful thing, but you look at it, you forget that like City, United, Liverpool, we've all played this week. Arsenal haven't again, and there's been a few weeks like that with them as well, which I guess that is the benefit. The fact they did qualify, you man didn't qualify, they qualified, so they didn't have to play the extra game. But now I think the rest might be good for them because they got the win last week. Like, if they would have lost last week, that rest would not have been good for them. But I think the fact they got the win going into it, it's now a bit of okay, now let's just calm down, reassess, and go again.
Do you know what it is as well? It's the manner of the win. I was chatting to an Arsenal boy at the gym. You probably know him. He sometimes constantly stuff. You know Anas Daps on Instagram? Algerian guy. Oh, okay, but he's an Arsenal fan. Yeah, but he follows you on Instagram as well. Yeah, I was chatting to him in the gym, and he's an Arsenal fan. And he was like, Ty, do you know what I'm more happy with? He goes, if we went to Villa and won 2 or 3-0, I'd be like, cool with 1, and obviously we've bounced back and whatnot. But he goes, because we were 2-1 down and just scored 2 goals in 90th minute, the players and the momentum, like the energy's up, because you'd rather win in the 90th minute than win 2-0 sometimes.
I said this to Cass.
No, you wouldn't.
Nah, as a buzz, you would when you come
off. As a buzz. Yeah, as a buzz.
But I said this to Cass. When you man beat Leeds 2-0, yeah? Cass was like, Cass goes, I know some people are going to say, it took two last-minute goals. I said, do you know what, yeah? I said, I fear a team that can score 2 last-minute goals more than I do a team that scores 2 early goals and then sits
and
back
shuts it up. Yeah, exactly.
This won't go away. Look, let's be honest.
Look at the celebrations. Gabriel and Arteta are not doing the crazy celebrations if they're tuned up at 60 minutes. That gets them just going up. We can actually do this again. Look at Zinchenko. As soon as he scored, he's a nutter. He's like, get the fucking ball and just like, you know what I'm saying? Bro, did you see it, bro? Man was losing it like. And them things are just we can believe, like we can do this, and like it's true. It's true.
They do the way they keep, but they need to just cut out the mistakes now. Like I hope they keep making these slip ups, but that's what they need to do now because they keep having to like overcome hurdles. I guess they keep having to overcome hurdles, but whereas before the start of the season there were hurdles that were put in front of them. I feel like recently they're putting hurdles in front of themselves. Yeah. And they need to cut those mistakes out. Because if they do, look, we've still got to go Brentford away soon. We've got to go Brighton away soon. So
have you seen and by the way, while we're on Arsenal, Daps, have you seen Arsenal's next 6 games?
Now go on.
Easy, bro.
Bro, it's a joke. It's like Bournemouth at home, Everton at home, like Forest at home. It's like it's a joke. Basically, I looked at it and I was like, that's 6 from 6. City have to win their next 5.
That's Central C settings, man.
Have you got the fixtures up, Cass, at all?
For Arsenal, I don't know, but I can get them up right now. Pause.
I just want to we'll just go through them because obviously this is basically say the month of March. If we look at it now, it's March next week. Let's say the month of March. Arsenal fixtures.
So Arsenal
in the
got
league.
Everton at home, Bournemouth at home, Sporting away, Fulham away, and they got no Paulinho, by the way. Then they got Sporting back at home, Crystal Palace at home, Leeds at home. Then they got Liverpool away before they got West Ham away.
So basically, up until Liverpool, like without Paulinho away at Fulham, now that was our hope. Probably they're gonna beat Fulham now. Do you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That's 5 from 5. Yeah,
should be.
Orange. By the way, I didn't say you lot are shit. I said you lot weren't great. I didn't actually say the word shit. I said Arsenal. Arsenal. I
love
great.
How people in the comments proper get like take it personally.
Yeah. Like I never said they were shit. I just said they weren't great.
Bro, we could sit here now, right, and wax lyrical about how good Arsenal have been, and then say every player was 10 out of 10, and then go, but one player had an 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
So that's all people will pick up on. What are you fucking talking about? You ain't got a clue about football. You just think,
because if we're deep in it, their first couple goals, were literally.
Oh look, bro,
bangers.
Clear. If Villa,
you know what I mean?
Villa didn't get knackered so quickly, if Villa were more clinical, Villa could have put that game to bed, right?
Yeah,
they could have, but they didn't. Arsenal are where they are.
I was saying Arsenal. I think they're gonna go whack Leicester, bro. Like, I don't think because you had a bad-ish game for your standards of this season that you're gonna draw
How
against
dare you
or
say a
anything
bad word
against.
about Arsenal? They might threaten to shoot you,
No,
bro.
well, I don't.
I said that the other day on Grizzlies
I
channel.
might need to show. I might need to show you a couple DMs.
I was
I'm
talking
still
about
waiting.
City.
There's this
I was
guy.
talking about
waiting
City,
for
and I
the
said,
whole-
"Do you know what? If I was talking about City or never I said they might come out and shoot me."
Yeah, flipping. It's just the way it is. Nah, but I don't think Arsenal's got anything to worry about whatsoever. What I was gonna say, guys, there's like 250 of you in here, and I don't even know if there's 100 likes. Come
It's
on,
not yet.
come on,
It's
man.
very poor. Listen, people, below where you're watching us, there's a thumb. Just give it a tap, please. It helps push us out to other people. We need that. So please do that. We're not going to stop talking, but Cass might if it doesn't get to 100 very quickly.
Quickly as well. Trossard or Martinelli? Who you starting?
Martinelli in this game all day long. I don't get the. I like Trossard, but I don't get the mad. He's not
He
a well.
started last
He's
week.
not.
Trossard, he
He's
changed
not a
it
well.
last
He's
week,
not a
didn't he?
well beater, bro. He's a good option, but he's not a well beater, and he probably be suited like Fred in bigger games. I'd say when you want more control and that, then yeah. But for me, Martinelli, you can't just. He just come off the bench and scored a goal.
Yeah.
You know, why would you want to ruin a man's confidence? You know what I mean? Like it's just, it's like you deserve to start. You scored the winning, technically a goal that
The cementer.
the cementing goal.
Yeah.
It's like Trossard never. Trossard didn't have a good game. You know what I mean? So I'll start Martinelli. Or Martinelli down the middle.
Nah.
No?
Oh, what? 3 at the front and drop Eddie?
Because
Yeah.
I would take.
I think this game's
I
made
think
for Eddie. You
Arteta
know?
might learn a little trick from actual Ten Hag when he put Rashford up front. Put them over the top through balls against Leicester. Oh, they cannot handle their own mistakes. I would honestly think, you know what? I think Martinelli up front would actually do something.
Oh, I really like the whole against us. I think Martinelli, Trossard, and Saka would have worked.
I think so as well. I really do feel, and you know what? I'm kind of excited to kind of see it.
3 runners.
I will be excited just to see the football in general. But then, all right, now cool. We got a couple more fixtures to talk on. Now let's probably dip into Man City and the Bournemouth game. I know you have to dip soon as well, so might as well just get that out of the way. You've been obviously explaining most of it within that segment itself, so we don't have to talk on it mad. What do you want to see, Daps? Like, who do you want to see start? Who do you want to see where?
Do you know what I want to see now? Yeah, because after the Arsenal game, we obviously all thought, boom, here's some momentum. Do you know what I think Pep's struggling with this season? I think that firstly there is the whole Haaland thing. 100%. Look, City bought Haaland, not Pep. Yeah, I think that's very important. Now, that's not me saying Pep didn't want Haaland.
I said the exact same thing yesterday.
But I've said it so many times, yeah, that I think if at any point in any season, any club owner goes to Pep Guardiola and says, you can have any player in the world, what position do you want? Never in Pep's life does he say, I want an out-and-out number 9. Never. He's never going to say that. That's not what Pep wants. If Pep don't want a shot stopper, he wants a midfielder that can play in goal, right? So he ain't going to want a striker. But he's like, well, cool, I'll work with that, yeah? But firstly, it's him trying to work out how to play with that. But secondly, I think Pep's struggling this season with motivating the players. It's not the tactical side; it's the motivating of the players. The players are not playing at the level. They're not winning the ball back as quickly as we usually do. There's less desire. That's the key with me this season. What is frustrating me is the desire I'm seeing from the players. But ultimately, it's not working. Things need to change. I want to see Grealish or Foden in the middle, right? Ideally, Grealish. I want to see Grealish in the middle. When Grealish comes in the middle, he is actually picking out passes to Haaland every now and again. I want to see Grealish in the middle. I want to see Foden start on the left. We need De Bruyne back, 100%.
I feel like he's the only one that finds Haaland because they're on the
The
same
only one, bro.
Yeah,
Only one.
I think Foden does as well.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't played
But
for
he
so
hasn't
long,
played
innit?
with like since like December, like consistently. Because if you remember, Foden had like what? You set up Haaland like no tomorrow.
Yeah, it's true. But I think like Pep relies on like match rhythm, but I think you need to give Foden match rhythm. When things ain't working, I feel like Foden can inject something into him.
He can. Foden's one of the players that can come on and bring energy.
And he's homegrown. You got to remember, like people have said about Desire, like Daps said about Desire, he actually won't have an issue with that. He is a Man City boy.
Let me tell you, at the end of the Leipzig game, right, Foden didn't start. He was the first player over to the away fans, right, taking his shirt off and giving it to him. And Grealish were the only two that took their shirts off and were giving it and stayed there the other players came over. All of them came over because Pep got them all in the semicircle, had a chat with them, and then said, "Now all of us go over there," because the fans we were unreal. We were unreal. And I think we kept Ortega up the first night, to be fair, because their hotel was right on the square we were in. But yeah, Grealish and Foden came over and they stayed there the whole time. Even when the other players went off, they stayed there, clapping the fans, took their shirts off. And then Foden and Grealish walked off, and Grealish had his arm around Foden a bit. And it's like, you're spot on. We need Foden. He cares. He knows we care. I don't know what's going on with Foden this season. Pep's come out, I think, yesterday and said, anyone that thinks that I'm losing my faith in Foden, you're wrong. He's our diamond, right? He's this club's diamond, yeah? So I don't think it is that, but there is something going wrong.
I read a quote, Daps. I don't know if it's right. Someone said that he's become too individual this year or something. But I don't think Foden's that type of player.
No, do you know what? I was saying this on the way out there, yeah? We were speaking on it, and I said, the one thing I'd say with Foden is that he's that one player, yeah, that Pep has had him at City from the minute he got there, yeah, as a young kid, right? So it's almost like Pep has watched Foden grow firsthand, almost like a father would, yeah, right? So if you see someone's ego change, yeah, which would happen, let me be clear, a young footballer, yeah, like Foden, who's like the star of the club and all of that, yeah, I don't know if Pep feels like I can still control this guy's ego because it's worked before. If I need to bench him for a bit just to remind him, yeah, that he's not a guaranteed start for this. I don't know. It's weird.
This might be the perfect game for him today, you know. I think
so. I actually think Leipzig would have been the perfect game for him, but that didn't happen.
Yeah, but you need your more in a tight pitch like Bournemouth. You don't need mad pace, bro. You know how hard it is to get in behind Bournemouth. It's so tight, yeah. You need people that are quite good with their feet, man, and just have the main man up front. You got to spam crosses against Bournemouth. You have to, man. Look how Harry Kane got his goals against Bournemouth. Look at all of them. It was through their own mistakes, through corners, this, that. Bournemouth. It sounds mad because Bournemouth are not great, right? But you go there and an away game and you feel like, fuck, man, like this might be a tough day.
Newcastle, look at Newcastle.
You have to catch these teams at the start of the season, like Arsenal. They caught bodies.
I say something, yeah? And let me be clear. I'm not saying this player should start for us ever again. I'm not, yeah? But I'm just putting an interesting point out there. Do you know who the best, apart from De Bruyne, do you know the best crosser of the ball is on Manchester City's books?
I'm going to say, I think it might be... I might say Rodri.
Especially suited to Haaland.
Ake?
Nah, Benjamin Mendy.
Oh, them low-driven things.
Oh, the cutbacks.
Yeah.
Well, Mendy, when he played for Monaco, and the rare games he did play for us, one touch, bang. One touch, bang. One touch, bang.
That's why you want Theo Hernandez, isn't it? That's why you want
Haaland will eat those type of... Now, let me be clear. I don't want Mendy anywhere near this club, but
the profile of player.
That is the truth of the matter. Yeah. We need a fullback, or a winger, but ideally a fullback. I feel for this. We need the pace of a winger, and then we need a fullback that won't, have one touch, then cut back in and play a pass to Rodri. We need someone that goes right, Haaland. Because what happens is, by the time we do hit the box, they've got 10 men in the box, right? We need someone that's literally on counters. City will counter and then slow the game down and bring it back. We need one touch, bang, near post. Haaland will eat them up all day long. And I'm not saying Mendy, but that is the profile. We need to go back to that frame of mind. Kolarov was good at it. Yes, Zinchenko was quite good at that as well.
Is De Bruyne back, by the way, from his illness?
I think so. I think he was in training. Yeah, Laporte wasn't, and Stone. Well, Laporte, we're not sure. No, Laporte won't be. Stones.
Laporte is such an odd one. You know that for me this season.
Laporte's gone for me.
Yeah, I was going to say Laporte's quality, but he'll go just because of his availability.
Laporte's gone. I think Vardy will come in.
Yeah, I can see that shout. I can see that.
It's a straight like for like as well.
Oh, that would piss me off. That would absolutely piss me off. The fact that Guardiola was actually better, tell a lie. He's not as good or not.
No, they're both just as good in the ball.
They're
He's
just
more
as good as each
aggressive.
other. Yeah,
Yeah,
Very
he's more
similar.
aggressive. though.
I think for me, that might be one of the ones that really could be nailed on because
You know
coming in with that
Gavardo,
hunger to win trophies as well.
Or Gonzalo
Gavardo will be
Inacio,
like
man.
how Lissandro has been for us in terms of he gets the crowd going. He'll be like a fan favorite. That's what it will be.
100%.
Yeah.
I think for me, he is a no-brainer for us. Like, and we were linked with him back last summer. I think
And
Laporte.
then he scored the other day, innit? Yeah.
So anyway, listen, I need to go because I need to get my daughter to a party.
Yeah, Daps, I message me if you need to, but if
Yeah,
not,
I
we'll
will
link
do.
up next week.
And,
if not, yeah.
And I am live at 9:45 tonight on Never a Foul as well.
Love that. Big up, man. Enjoy the day, man.
Love.
Bless up.
We got one more to talk about, I'd say, and
Liverpool Palace.
Yeah, Liverpool versus Palace, which I think most of the chat might be interested in hearing about because they are.
Guess who's back for them as well?
Jota, Firmino.
Nah, I mean Palace, Wilfred.
Oh, Wilfred Zaha's back.
Yeah,
but it's his first game in time, and it don't really.
I know.
He should be raring to go because I know what he's like.
Oh shit, 270 you're in. Oi, make sure guys. Oi, right up the how many likes you on?
We are on like 120 odd.
Oh, hey, listen, you lot. It's Saturday morning. I ain't even had a shower yet. I've just had a tea like Cassie does on the Instagram, yeah. And you lot ain't even getting us to 200 likes. Come on, man.
I new variants are coming soon.
New variants. Hey, we're getting the spoons out now, man. We're coming for the what they call cutlery now.
I don't even understand why 5,000 likes came onto that video when I post it all the time, man. I don't get it.
That's jokes, man. I love it. Guys, make sure you are liking the video, man. And big up Daps for coming on as well. But yeah, Cass, go on,
so Crystal Palace versus Liverpool, which I don't know. I was here to start thinking I want to talk shit on Liverpool, innit? But just because they lost to Real Madrid, innit?
Yeah.
But we can't ignore that Liverpool have won the last two on the bounce. The first one was against
Newcastle and Everton.
No, so Everton, their rivals, who they actually dismantled, and then Newcastle, who haven't lost all season. The only team that they have lost to were Liverpool, lost to Liverpool again. But now Crystal Palace is their bogey team. It's a different kind of.
You know what? Hey, Cass, real talk here. You're from South as well, yeah. Palace at 7:45 on a Saturday night. Not really where you want to be. You get me?
Yeah, it's not really the one. I think last time they did that, was it not the 3-3 with Steven Gerrard?
Yeah, it was. That was
Luis Suarez and that. So
exactly, like people said in the comments, Palace haven't scored this much or Palace haven't won at home. I'll be honest with you, like Liverpool are going there after being beaten 5-2. They need to bounce back. The pressure's on them. Palace have kind of got no pressure because people think Palace are crap, but Zaha's back. So football works in weird ways, people. If Palace go and score tonight in the first 15 minutes, the atmosphere is going to be up. Liverpool are going to have to like battle back. And like I said, 8 o'clock, floodlights, everyone's watching the game.
I'm going to be honest. I think Darwin Núñez scores, bro.
I do.
I think he's just going to... If they dare play flipping...
Joe
Ward he best not play. I mean, if they want to keep up with Darwin Núñez, yeah, they need to play that Richards guy. And I think Anderson's there, obviously, which is
is he back now? Is he back?
I think so. But Richards is for me is key. He's so key in that back line because of the pace. And obviously who's their left back these days? They got
Tyreek Mitchell.
Yeah, Mitchell. I think that would be very good against Mo Salah, which is going to be hard to keep up with. But it's that right back situation, and they got. And you know what? I think this might be the return.
Klein, isn't it?
The return of Jota as well is going to be something. It's the movement in the box. Firmino's back as well. Do you think
it could be one of them games? You know, when Liverpool attack, it could be like 3-4-0 and they just score early and run right.
I'm gonna be honest. I think Liverpool walk them 3-1. I think they walk them today. Like honestly, I've got reasons behind it. The only thing I just don't know is obviously like it's a bounce back like kind of thing from the Real Madrid stuff. I can't really see. You know what it is? I'm gonna literally say to some of the guys here as well. I can see your
Orange goes Kathy from South. I didn't mean to come for you like that.
Huh? Who said that?
Orange 53 goes Kathy from South. I didn't mean to come for you like that.
Yeah, I'm from Peckham. So I'm gonna go on some of Crystal Palace results, and as much as I want to pick up Palace.
Yeah, the truth is,
Palace have been better recently with their defense. And why have they? Look, cool. They drew 1-1 against Brighton at home, who are known for scoring. They only lost 2-1 to Manchester United. They drew 0-0 with Newcastle. Then they also drew 1-1 with us. They've only lost to Chelsea 1-0. And then they obviously in the FA Cup they lost against Southampton, not the point. But the last time they got spanked was actually against Tottenham. So their defense is
I remember that game.
Yeah, the defense is a bit more tight knit. They've had a lot of rest of recent, But the thing is their attack does not convince me. But now you're saying Wilfred Zaha might have a spark into life, but he's not match sharp.
Yeah, it's true. And in that type of game, you need to be matched up because Liverpool are going to have the ball and they have to be threatening on the break. However, with Elise and Eze and that, can they be threatening on the break? Does it play into if Liverpool are going to have chances? If Liverpool score, like you said, I actually agree with you, Cass. They could win 3-4-0 and they shut up.
Just don't play Ayew, please.
Yeah, he's the deadest. I think we're better than him. Like, we are better than him. I'm not even lying either. But like, if Elise and Eze can get on the ball and sort of dribble past that midfield, like Real Madrid are doing when Modric was running through, there's space to open up. Like, Van Dijk's not looking the same.
They can definitely dominate their midfield. Who Liverpool? So I don't know if they're going to play, but I would be playing Will Hughes in there for some reason, just for the.
Yeah. No, he's all right.
Will Hughes, Jake Decore, and then probably Eze. I think that.
I'll probably put Eze in the 10, and try and get a Fabinho. Real talk.
Yeah, I'll try and get a Fabinho as much as possible, and obviously energy around the midfield. But then it's just like I don't know who Liverpool are going to go. I
just agree with you on this Liverpool thing. It's like, do Liverpool rotate though? Obviously, they played Gakpo. Yeah, is there any Liverpool fans?
I don't think Gakpo would have a good game today.
Nah, it's Gakpo, Nunes, and Salah normally. I think it could be Nunes, Salah. And I think Firmino could come back in, or Jota. Yeah, one of them two I think will come in because they know that type of game as well. And bro, I'm not even trying to put pressure on Liverpool, but I really agree with you, Cass. I think Salah could score today. I think Nunes could score. I think this could be just one of them games.
I think Nunes is going to have a good game. I really do.
Do you think he's starting to come into his own now, isn't it?
Yeah, it just depends what type of. He should be playing up front. Let's be honest. He's not a left winger. He should not be anywhere near the left wing. He just needs some technical ballers around. I think Luis Diaz sparking back into the. He should be back. I think you need that, but then it's about the support. I don't care who they got up front right now. It's the support that Liverpool have behind the team in the midfield, and I don't believe in any one of them. Not a single one. Not Thiago, not
until Thiago comes back, like that's it.
And even I don't even care about Thiago. I think he's getting older and he just don't impress me most games. If I'm being honest, he's like he barely affects games. I think they need a whole fresh new midfield. But Bajcetic could have a good game, could dominate there.
Yeah, he could.
So I do rate him, to be fair. Let me not lie.
If Liverpool don't win today, do you still think they can make top 4?
No.
Ooh, okay,
no, they need wins now. Like, don't get me wrong though, they do have a lot of games in hand, but that's a lot of what ifs they win. What ifs, and they will come in midweeks. I mean, you have to play more games.
Okay, so so even if they draw, you don't believe Liverpool can bring it back?
No, they need a win. If they win, we have another conversation.
Okay, interesting.
That's what I'm saying. I think this game here for Liverpool is so crucial. I think they even know it. They need to get away from your Brentfords and Fulhams and catch up and do this and do that, and then it puts more pressure on Newcastle. So, and obviously whoever's surrounding them, Tottenham even. So I think I think Tottenham have got a little bit more in the bag right now, as dare I say. But I think Liverpool have got a massive step in their game, and they have to. Because they didn't play. If they can come out in the first 20 minutes like they did against Madrid, or the first 35 maybe. It's like Crystal Palace are not Madrid. They're not coming back.
Yeah, they're not coming back. That's the thing. Yeah, Liverpool score a couple early. They're not coming back. And also, it'll play into Liverpool's hands because Palace will go for it. And then Salah, Nunes, not on the break. Yeah, it's a joke. Like,
so what do you think the score is going to be?
I actually agree with you, man. I was going to say 3-1 as well.
Yeah, so I've got. All right, so I'm going to go through the scores for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Because obviously we can talk about Tottenham and Tottenham Chelsea.
I know them. I'll do it later.
But we might as well talk about that. Not even. You might as well talk about that tomorrow on
Tomorrow,
Rivals.
yeah, tomorrow.
So yeah, I don't even know who's even on tomorrow.
It's only Tottenham Chelsea. I'm gonna go through our game.
I'm gonna go through the fixtures and just let me know what you think in it. So Newcastle Brighton, massive game. By the way,
Brighton. Now Newcastle got us.
No, oh yeah, shit. That was suspended. That was suspended.
Yeah.
That was suspended. My bad.
If no one watched your preview yesterday, remind me. Cass had us going. Cass was like, "Yeah, who knocked Newcastle at the Carabao Cup? All that."
Yeah. I forgot. Oh, that was meant to be Leeds and Southampton. Bottle of the shit.
Yeah, that was jokes, man.
All right, so all right, let's just do that then. Leeds, Southampton.
Leeds, Southampton. Ooh, 1-0 Leeds.
1-0 Leeds. I think Southampton, but they just got a new manager though.
Yeah, both of them, new manager.
Who they get?
Southampton got the guy who beat Chelsea last week. They promoted him from assistant, and then Leeds have got that old Watford manager, Javi Gracia. You know him if you saw his face. I didn't know him by name. Then when I saw
him,
Javi,
I don't rate him.
I don't rate him either.
Not rate him.
I don't rate him either.
I think Southampton win 1-0. I don't
they could actually.
believe in
Yeah.
Leeds. I do not believe in
Yeah.
Leeds. So what? So Brian get a week off, yeah? Flipping hell, man. Then he got West Ham.
Yeah.
Aye, that's gonna be that's gonna be it for them for me. West Ham boys sacked. So all right, cool. West Ham Forest.
West Ham 1-0. They have to win today, bruv. They have to.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I've seen 2-1 Southampton. All right, guys, get your predictions in as well. By the way, we're gonna go through them. I want to know what people think.
There's some tight games today. You know, what are you saying on West Ham Forest? Because Forest are hitting some form. You know.
I like Forest at the moment. But
You know, Forest have got the most points in the league since the start of the year.
I think it's got 1-1 on it. I'm gonna say 1-1. Yazoo says Peckham Reds losing to Newcastle.
I see that. Pick up RPs as well.
It sounds like flipping Pro Evolution back in the day, innit?
Yeah, bro. Look at Man United red in that London blue. Yeah.
They say if West Ham do lose this game though, Moyes gets sacked, and that's not what I want right now. We got them next in the FA Cup, so
yeah, that's true.
Cool. Aston Villa. Let me say it correct order. Everton at home versus Aston Villa.
Oh,
Villa.
These games are
We're gonna have to go win. Again.
What are you saying? You go first. Let's rotate. You go first in this one.
I don't know, lad. I think we're gonna go. I think Everton gonna lose. No, I'm joking. I think Everton win this 2-1.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go 1-1. Oi, these games are tight. Anyone that's a betting man, I'm not trying to promote betting, by the way. Good luck, because this is hard.
Cooking for Villa. You know what I'm saying? They're done. You know, that's how they talk. I hate the way they talk sometimes. Actually, I don't really mind it. Other games we got.
Leicester Arsenal.
I'm gonna say 3-1. I'm gonna say 3-1 Arsenal.
Bro, I agree with you, man.
Yeah, I just think
to be different though. To be different, I'll just go 2-0 Arsenal, but I do think 3-1 as well.
Neil Gunner says 2-1 Villa. Everton 2-2 Villa, says Bailey. Draw at Goodison says Wolves. Mustafa says 3-1 Everton. Cool. Next one, Man City. Obviously, Bournemouth, Man City.
Do you know what that should be? That should be a 2-0 solid away win. They can't slip up today. They got to get the job done, man. I think Haaland scores, and I think Haaland scores.
I can't lie. I think it's gonna be 1-1. I'm not.
Bro, I'm gonna say it to you then. If City draw, Arsenal win today, and Arsenal beat Everton midweek, that league could be nearly a wrap.
I think. Look, I want to believe in City against Bournemouth. Like I don't want to believe in City against Bournemouth. They could come away with a 2-1 win. There's nowhere in my mind that thinks Bournemouth wins this, but something just tells me draw.
Yeah. Do you know what? That's actually mad. I think the games are going to be sick. You know, we've got 3 o'clock games, and I'm going to watch City, and then I'm going to watch Liverpool. Like,
yeah, because it goes in consecutive order, innit? So we all got Arsenal to watch first. Then we got City to watch, which is
and then we got Liverpool.
And then the Crystal Palace. The Palace. That's the way we like it. We like it. Oh, right, Palace is mint.
What does that mean? That super chat, by the way. I didn't know United were that good. GG Cass and Ty. What's good?
Midway.
GG?
Oh, Midway. I didn't know United were that good. He's probably talking about the Barcelona game. Good game, Cass and Ty.
Oh, good game. Oh,
yeah. You know
big up, man. Love that.
Big up for the super chat, Midway, man. Appreciate it.
We're gonna win tomorrow as well, so you can cheer us on.
Yeah. You can send another super chat. And last but not least, Crystal Palace and Liverpool. What was your prediction?
I went the same as you.
What was you saying?
3-1.
3-1 Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Darwin Núñez scores. I think Salah gets a goal.
Max. Yeah.
Dare I say, I think John
could be even a Van Dijk set piece or something.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Or even Trent.
Yeah, something
a defender. Yeah. A defender. But yeah, man, obviously 56 minutes. That's nice to see. Guys, if you haven't, make sure you smash the like button. If you are watching for the first time or you haven't, there's a subscribe button as well. So yeah, man, there's a subscribe button. We'll be back later on at 9:45 where we're going to be talking about the results. It's going to be at this current rate. It's going to be obviously Mo, myself.
What time is it? 10 o'clock, isn't it?
Yeah, about 10. No, yeah, we're going to come at 10 o'clock to be fair.
Yeah.
After the Palace game. Myself, Daps, Jess from Armchair Gaffers, myself, and also, what's the Liverpool fan called again? Tom Little.
Oh, nice.
So,
nice.
Yeah. So, 10 o'clock or 10-ish, we're going to go, obviously. But, yeah, make sure you put the notification bell on. Oh, Midway's a Barcelona fan.
Oh, nice. At least he's showing us some respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, big up.
But, yeah, and if anyone wants to become a member, because there is 200 of you in here more, if you want to become a member, by the way, I'm just going to put the link out there for you guys, innit? If you want to support the channel, It's great to see. If you want to jump in the calling shows, get some priority, and also the new WhatsApp group that's going to be happening for members as well, with me and Daps and Ty and everyone. Once we get our second phones, there it is right there. Look, it's right there. If you want to become a member, it'll be a much
look, we
appreciated.
see Sophia's one of them. You can see her highlighted in green there. So, like,
so if you do want to do that, much appreciated. And watch along for Fury versus Paul. This is a football channel, G.
Yeah. And also, that's not even a real boxing fight. So,
man, let's not even get there.
I'm not even watching it, Cass. I'm not interested in that at all.
I think I'll watch it.
Who do you want to win then? Who do you want to win that?
I want Jake Paul to get smoked, but I think Jake Paul's actually a better boxer.
Yeah, okay, here.
He's actually been boxing, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, anyways, guys, in a bit.
Yeah,
have you anything to say? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man, like the video, subscribe, obviously, as normal. Also, obviously, me and Cass done our little show on Trafford Tunnel yesterday. So, obviously, the Manchester United part of Never a Foul is back running again, Trafford Tunnel. And then I'm sure, we've got the calling show tomorrow. And then Rivals Not Virals as well at 11:45 or 12 tomorrow. So, that's going to be a big one as well. Tottenham Chelsea preview. So, make sure you guys are there for that, man.
Yeah. Big up. In a bit.